Hello and welcome to the Blobber Checks Out. Memoriopolis, a pre-release game, a game releasing into early access. It's a city builder. And, well, I see orange roofs, and I immediately think Caesar 3-ish? I don't think the setting is quite that ancient, but we'll see. Other than that, I don't know too much. Well, it's thinking. Or was there tutorial? Yeah, there we go. Chapter 1. A new home. This small unexplored land would be perfect to welcome you and your settlers. Hail, Decoy. We're trying to build some cities, yeah. Here, you'll find everything you need to survive, but first you must build a town centre, which will mark the beginning of your reign. Select the city centre, place it on the map, finish building. Ancient camp, first city centre. Must be put on a specific position. Okay, so it wants it here. Introduction to buildings. The town centre marks the beginning of each age. Depending on its geographical position, it may offer easier access to various resources or a larger building area. An attractive land. Citizens will prefer to settle in attractive locations, which you can visualize in a number of ways. If the attraction is too weak on your land and your neighbors are full, instead of building new houses, citizens will stop arriving in favor of wanderers who will have to be integrated into society. View the attraction in the filter at the top of the screen. Okay, so we've got heat maps for it's very attractive. This filter lets you observe and analyze attractiveness and repulsiveness zones, as well as their causes. The values will have a direct impact on the formation of your city and new housing. Sure. Security area. The security area is a circular boundary around your city centre. With a few exceptions, building beyond is forbidden. You can increase its size by improving the level of your city, or by building surveyors' caverns and wonders linked to it. Attractions and disturbances. All buildings and biomes produce attraction or disturbances. Citizens will build their homes where the attraction is highest, avoiding disturbances as much as possible. Chew. Chew. Oh, bless me. The citizens and are the first inhabitants who will settle around your city if your migration is positive. They build their own houses, forming districts following the most attractive areas of your city. You may gain citizens during specific historical events, and none will ever leave your city, with the exception of very rare instances. They consume food every cycle. Workers are equal to 33% of your citizens. This is the active part of your citizens, which can be assigned to different tasks: harvesting or processing resources, construction and maintenance of buildings, repairs and demolitions. I don't like that it's unclear which of these two things I'm meant to follow. It should only be showing me one of these two things at a time, instead of spamming me with both. Food production is a resource produced. Food is a resource produced exclusively by farms and their fields. If the population were to run out, states of anxiety and then famine would be triggered in the city, drastically impacting certain satisfactions and the city's migration. Okay, we're finally done. Many settlers have joined your town. Now it's time to feed them, and the perfect building for the job is the farm. Certain workers will work their daily? Oh, as in their daily, not they're possessive. Certain workers will work there at the farm daily to ensure a regular yield. The eastern part of the city is a good place for workers to plant large fields without disturbing the city's development. Build a small farm, collect 50 food. Okay, it wants us to chuck a farm over here. Costs wood, stone. I don't know whether this is permanent workers. We have 10 wood, we have 10 stone. We have those workers, and it takes 5 cycles. The small farm houses several buildings. Thank you, Nucrium. Welcome. Welcome, Raiders. Including a food store and a paddock. Large fields are cultivated all around. We're only just starting the tutorial. So I am absolutely learning from the flat base. Food produces 5 food per cycle. 1 field can be linked to a farm. Constraints. For its operation, the building mobilizes 6 workers and 0 workers for the fields. Upgrade to a small farm. Produces 0 food per cycle. Links 0 fields to the farms. You need to unlock the next level of this building in the building tree to upgrade it. Okay, we can pump this around. Sure. Raw materials. You'll need a variety of resources to expand and maintain your town. Wood is one of the most widely used resources, and it is in abundance nearby. A cutting camp is set up in the forest southwest of the town and would give you access to a large number of trees. Okay. Harvesting resources. On this island, there are only 2 resources to harvest, wood and stone. These raw resources are not inexhaustible. There are many more in the traditional game, and they can be transformed with the corresponding buildings. Wood is a very important and easily visible resource. Every tree produces a certain amount of wood, which is then used in almost every building. Okay, so production... Cutting camp. Is it going to be particular? Yes, it says please put it exactly here. And it looks like it tells you how much it's going to yield based on where you put it. The cutting camp is made of wooden huts, made of odds and ends. Designated workers will come and produce wood. Cutting down nearby trees produces 5 wood per cycle. For its operation, this building mobilizes 6 workers. Sure. Remaining resource. Ah, it's depleting. Yeah, it's literally depleting over time. Ailwick. You were hoping for someone to cover it? Doubtlessly Cal will be playing it any minute. It's a new city builder. Collect 50 wood. Okay, we're waiting for time to pass and the wood to collect. Can we speedy uppy time with this bottom speedy uppy time thing? We can. Improved ancient camp improvement. Several cycles has passed, and you now have enough citizens and resources in your warehouse to improve your town center. This upgrade will give you access to a larger building area. Back to normal speed. Here. This upgrade? Yes. Your city is going through cycles, and the citizens have organized themselves into various districts, each with its own objectives: food production, wood production, building creation, and maintenance. Everyone seems content with the current structure. It increases the security radius by 50. It's the same prettiness. You need at least 30 people, and it costs some wood. Sure. And then that takes time. Your worlds are colliding? Well, welcome, Globular. Nice to see you. Okay, and then this finishes, and what's it going to tell us now? Increase your perimeter. Although the upgraded town centre allows to extend the safety zone, it remains too small to reach the mountains and harvest stone. A surveyor's cabin to the north of town will enable us to extend our safety zone all the way to the mountains. Open the buildings tree. Open the proximity tab. Unlock the proximity building, surveyor's cabin. Build surveyor's cabin. Finish building. Okay. The buildings tree. Ah, well that's what we have down here for. The buildings tree displays all unlocked and unlockable buildings in the game. Depending on the categories chosen, they could be sorted by level, culture, or even age. Can I get more info, please? The buildings tree is the place where all buildings are unlocked. Yeah, we just saw that. What does it actually... How do I access it, game? Is it this thing? Yes. Proximity, and then we were told the surveyor's cabin. The surveyor's cabin must be placed outside the usual limits set by the city. Its radius goes up. It's not pretty. Its radius is 50. It uses food and stone and people and time. And it needs 2 people to maintain. The number of units that can be built is limited by the level of the antiquity city centre. Must be placed on the periphery of the constructible zone. Okay, let's do what we've been told and unlock this. How do we exit? Okay, with escape. Proximity. Surveyor's cabin. Then we were told to get out towards here. And by that, they actually mean here? Sure. Wait for it to finish building. So speed up. Speed back down. Hidden resources. As the game progresses, new resources may appear on the map. These can be unlocked from the existing buildings or unlocked from new ones. Morning, Salar. Oh, you're the wrong color again. Sure, we did that. Recovering stone. Part of the mountain is finally accessible and safe. All that remains is to build a quarry nearby to harvest some stone. Unlock the production building, small stone. So, production. Small quarry. Close enough. Slight misnaming issue. It provides suitable equipment for your workers to harvest specific resources nearby. It makes 5 stone, clay, or sand. It has 100 radius, needs 10 wood, 6 people, 5 time, and then needs 6 people to work. Make the quarry that it wants us to make. Wait for it to be built and then collect some stone. Is this a finite resource like the other? The mountain only has a finite amount of stone. Oh, wait. Some neighborhoods are riskier than others and can generate fires, robberies, epidemics, or even muggings. Fortunately for your population, some incidents can be stopped at a cost. Select a burning neighborhood. Are you burning? Are you burning? You are burning. Pause. This feels like it's some sort of timer. Put out the fire by clicking on the incidents button. If we've done that. Incidents occur when people's satisfaction levels are too low. There are 4 different types. Fire? Yeah, that's what we were just told here. By the other one, sure. They mainly occur when citizen satisfactions are low. Serious events may even spread to adjacent neighborhoods. Each district has a level of risk. When an incident is triggered, it will do so in the neighborhood with the highest risk level. Several factors influence this. Occupancy rate, the presence of the attrition zone, the presence of factions, and potential tension. Fires are serious incidents that can spread to adjacent neighborhoods. They last for some time, destroying homes and causing people to leave their homes. It costs 150 something to do this? 150 gold. Well, we've got money. Unpause. Okay. We have a city of pyromaniacs. It is a bit worrying. For the city to endure through the ages, the population must have its needs met. The best way to do this is through cultural buildings whose functions will satisfy a certain number of inhabitants. In other words, the more your population grows, the more needs you will have to satisfy. Unlock a cultural building. Place the building and choose satisfactions. Construct a cultural building. Okay, so here, culture. Our only choice is pottery workshop. Certainly feels very Caesar. It's the first of the constructible goods that our people require as pottery. Is the game going to tell us where we have to put it this time? No, we're allowed to put it wherever we want. I mean, near the clay pit thing makes... well, clay pit slash stone thing makes sense to me. Positive influence on health satisfaction. Okay, cancel then. If that's true, I should build it near my city. For 120 radius. It provides 500 extra beauty. There are 5 satisfactions. Sure. This provides 250 people satisfaction. Each satisfaction has 7 tiers with cumulative bonuses and malices. A multitude of actions can impact the gain or loss of satisfactions. The more unhappy citizens there are, the more likely incidents are to occur. Health, safety, belonging, esteem, and creativity. Health isn't the heart? Health, safety, belonging... Esteem. Esteem is like heart sunrise. An idea is creativity. Okay. Somehow I feel like maybe this should be the, you know, the medical symbol of the staff with the serpents for health, but maybe that's just me. When the level of satisfaction is high, the well-being of the population results in cumulative bonuses. Conversely, if citizens are not satisfied, penalties appear. Yeah, and incidences may occur, blah, blah, blah. The list of these different advantages and disadvantages is accessible from the Book of Satisfactions at the bottom right of the main screen. Depends on how small it is in the UI. During the game, you'll find other ways to slightly increase or decrease the level of satisfactions. Here are examples. Decrees, historical events... choices when passing age. So where is the Book of Satisfactions? Oh, and thank you for finally telling me what I wanted here. That X and Z is rotate. As is shift and control. But anyway, build. The ceramic workshop. The first ceramic workshop of your reign has been built. Choose the additional satisfactions on which the building should take effect. The values will be fixed for each occurrence of ceramic workshop. Note that the strength of satisfactions chosen depends on the order in which you select them. Okay, so should we address safety, belonging, esteem, creativity, I have no way to judge which is more important, so just from the name, I feel like more tech rate. Maybe creativity is tech rate? Ah, and it has to be health. Okay. Speed up. This gets built. And then pause. Let's look at it. In some regions, the artistic quality is so impressive that the ceramics are of worldwide renown, presumably. Or are renowned worldwide. But something about the grammar there is slightly off. Mainly vases and amphorae. They also include jugs. Craters? I've never seen this word. Lutrophores. And alibalos. Generate 500 attraction. Yes. It mobilizes 15 workers. Sure. Preventing famine. When the people are satisfied, it attracts more people, including wanderers in search of a better future. Should your inhabitants run out of food, various famines could occur. And yes, a new city builder VGF. One that has pretty orange roofs that makes me think of a certain game. To avoid this situation, you can upgrade your existing farms to hire more workers. Open the buildings tree, unlock farm 2. Here. Production. Farm 2. Do. Accept. I still don't understand how these points are being generated. Okay, these are blueprints. They are created by the Architect Office Production Building. You're glad I'm playing it? I'm glad I'm playing it. I hope that it's good. I've been looking forwards to this. I would love it to be lovely. That looks like destroy, like that's a backhoe. I need to wait for more wood to exist, so let's speed up. $65, $70, $75, $80, $85, $90, $95, $100. And we can see now that our food is actually going down per cycle. We are now eating more food than we are producing, which is why it's trying to get us to upgrade this. Sure. Let time pass, and we can see how this changes in any obvious way. 2, 1. Okay. Monitor warehouses. Service buildings provide access to new city management mechanisms. The Harem, in particular, allows you to keep a close eye on production buildings, harvesting, processing, and storing all of the city's resources. Unlock the service building Harem. Build one. Open the resource management panel. Meanwhile, wanderers, if you've got satisfied, they will enter, they eat food, and can be integrated into the population through various systems, becoming workers. Ooh, there's another type of people then? Oh, it's just saying all citizens. So there's citizens, a subset of citizens are workers, and then there are wanderers. Their presence will cause incidences. They can be integrated and housed in districts. Subject to building and using the Master Builder's office. After a few cycles, they become workers. Placeholder wanderers. Well, it is an early access game. We have met our first placeholder representation. Sure. We were told to unlock Herrerum. Service Herrerum do. The Herrerum is a large storage warehouse of great importance to the city's management and survival. It contains mainly foodstuffs and building materials which are sorted and organized and protected from the elements. 200 attraction. 130. Yeah, pre-early access VGF. I don't think it releases for another couple of hours. Although I accidentally fell asleep earlier and maybe more time has passed than I realized. 140 reserves, 250 health, and then 2 customizable. It needs 100 wood. I had a grandpa now, Pisces. Old man Blobber had a grandpa now. 60 stone, some workers, and some workers. It can only be constructed once during the game. So I need to wait for more wood. Pause. Wait for wood to go back up to 100. Speedy uppy. $75, $80, $85, $90, $95, $100. Stop. Pause. Service. Warehouse thingy. Ah, you can't build it on top of existing housing crap. I mean, putting it near the food, if we're told it's storing food, putting it near the food kind of makes sense. And let's see if we can rotate things like we were told. Or perhaps midway between the food and the pottery, so that it can store both of these without being on the road. And that also puts it sort of near the mine as well. Like, it puts it midway between all those things. The first Herrerum of your reign has been built. Choose the additional satisfactions on which the building should take effect. We already picked creativity, so let's do... It's safe to have more food. And... people feel like they're contributing meaningfully to society if they're bringing stuff to the warehouse. That's a bit of a harder stretch for me, but... let time pass and this get built. Open up the resource management panel. Is that this? Yes, open panel. It is essential to keep an eye on your resources and the different warehouses. Here you will have access to all of your reserves and resources of the city. You will also be able to see the vacant resources, as well as their number. Cutting Camp 1, state clear. Quarry 1, state all clear. Farm level 2, all clear. Workers, sure. Production per time unit. We can turn individual buildings on and off. Wood, used in absolutely every aspect of people's daily lives. It is a precious, renewable natural resource. It comes from the felling of trees, and its durable properties make it a resource that can be used for construction, tools, furnitures, and handicrafts. Gains per cycle, losses per cycle, total per cycle. Your city has 35 wood in reserve. We can store up to 250. Wood currently fills 14% of your storage. Slot? Below is a list of all the buildings that generate a storage space. Ah, so the warehouse is 150 storage for wood. The cutting camp is 90 storage for wood. An improved ancient camp, which was the town center, was 10. Sure. Stone. It can produce statues, parks, and gardens. Same sort of thing, except things store it less. And food. Food is a set of edible elements harvested by your citizens. Berries, cereals, livestock, fish. The energy and nutrients provided are essential for the survival, growth, and happiness of your population. If the city runs out, the consequences could be disastrous. We currently produce 75, we eat 30 for a net of 40. We store 150 in our town centre, 150 at the farm, and 250 At the warehouse thingy, sure. Reserves. Some buildings have global or individual reserves. If a resource's reserve is full, its production will be interrupted until it is enlarged or space is freed up. Service buildings allow the full potential of each culture to be exploited. The Herrerum can be used to analyze and manage resource production, while some can be used to trade with the outside world or to issue a political decree in keyword text. The Macellum allows you to open trade. The Senatus allows you to vote on decrees during antiquity. And there's different buildings in the Middle Ages. The House of Grievances. What a name. The Library, the Belfry, and the Master Builder's Office. The Belfry will not be available at the start of early access. During the Renaissance, the Magnum Concilium, the Palais du Négoce, how gauche. Manage colonies. The Age of Enlightenment. Parliament. Oh. The color equals CE7BBA. House of Grievances. We've found an error. Oh, the Royal Collection. The continuation of the library. Lets you earn more know-how slots. The Office of Royal Architects. The continuation of the Master Builder, which allows you to sanitize neighborhoods and make them safer. Sure. The neighborhood has become more populated. Factions move in to represent residents. Factions provide significant advantages, the main ones being the generation of culture points and the ability to pay taxes. Nous devons attendre... Okay, so this has not been translated from French, I'm going to assume. My French is too weak, I'm sorry, chat. It's something per fraction, presumably. Select the colored bubble above the neighborhood or wait for the countdown to end. Factions ask you to settle in neighborhoods of the same culture. They bring several advantages such as the yield of gold and culture points, bonuses and penalties depending on their trust. They have a trust level towards you. When it is high, positive events can be triggered. But when it is low, the faction can secession and block access to the district. If a quarter of the district in your city is blocked by factions, then a coup d'etat, and your family is deposed. It's the end of the game. Factions' trust depends on the proposal of decrees, making their buildings that they want, how influential they are, event choices, and taxation. The faction's trust in your action changes certain parameters. Their probability of supporting decrees, the sale and purchase prices of trade goods, depending on their average trust, the cost of repairing cultural buildings. Factions generate culture points and can be taxed. Sure. Select the colored bubble above the neighborhood. Is it this thing? No, this is just a shortcut to the Herrariums here, but slightly easier to access. These things? Select the colored bubble above the neighborhood. Any ideas, chat? Am I just being particularly blind? Faction filter? No idea, but it looks pretty. Well, they're done well until here. Maybe I need to let some more time pass. Yeah, there we go. Sodalites of Mithras is at the gates of your city. Dido has been head of the Sodalites de Mithras for several cycles. This secret group, dedicated to the eponymous god, is renowned for the talented craftsmen it houses. The men who work here create marvels from raw materials. If you accept them, the faction will occupy a closed and available area in your city. It produces these resources every cycle: culture and coin. This faction likes Crushohedian, an Amalga workshop. You get more trust with them when it's built. They don't like the Triumphal Arc. Oh no, the Triumphal Arc doesn't give desirability bonuses to the Sodalites of Mithras. And they also don't like the Trajan Forum. And upon installation, they will give 25 cultural influence. Okay, we finally found out what they wanted us to do there. Making the city shine. How the world perceives your actions can influence the course of your story. The higher your cultural influence, the more bonuses you'll unlock, including the ability to build wonders that will help you become the capital of capitals. Open the cultural influence panel and spend points. Cultural Radiance maps out how the world's leaders perceive your value. Depending on the various actions performed during the game, the Cultural Radiance gauges can increase, unlocking exclusive bonuses. The more levels you pass through each age, the greater the bonuses. Sure. There are some very specific bonuses. For each age, unlocks a passive for building wonders to facilitate their construction, simplified unlocking, faster construction, etc. Some levels also give money or decorative building plans. Here are all the actions that will influence Cultural Radiance. Unlock a building or a level in the building tree. Construct a service building. Construct a culture building. Build a wonder. Evolving a cultural building. Improve the city center. Have an active decree. Accept a faction. Having a faction intention. Really? That's helpful? Discovering a ruin. Investing 1 point of culture. Okay. And now there's a new thing here, which is presumably the culture thing that they want us to go spend points in. Cultural influence represents your city impact on the rest of the world. The higher it is during the age transition, the more powerful the bonuses obtained for the following age or until the end of the game. And that just shows us this same thing. Yes. No, let's go back here. Hamlet. Decrease in blueprints needed to unlock the wonders by 0%. Each faction that arrives in the city will have its base trust increased by 0. Okay. So this is basically a city size-o-meter. The bigger your city is, the better you get at constructing wonders, and everyone is happier and they give you more tax. And it also unlocks a certain building, the Platella. And the area. Each faction that arrives will have its trust increased, the blueprint thing, so this is just summarizing these. The culture points produced by your factions can be converted into cultural influence points. In this way, your citizens become a tool for demonstrating the wealth and prosperity of our city. Okay. We were told to invest 30. Codex. The Codex contains a wealth of diverse information on many aspects of the game. It can be accessed at any time, but its pages can only be unlocked at specific moments, allowing you to follow the progress of the game. It should answer all your questions and concerns regarding the progress of the city. If, however, a point has been omitted from it, the community Discord is available to you in the main menu of the game. Sure. End of tutorial. Several cycles have passed since you first set foot on the island. You are now ready to embark on your real journey, which will be harder and longer, filled with obstacles and dangers, from within your walls as well as outside your city. But it will also be a thrilling adventure, and we hope one of constant wonder. Welcome to Memoriopolis. Okay, proper game, ho. New game. Ooh. No, end of tutorial. Choose your destiny. Are we a craftsman? Are we a trader? Are we a strategist? Natural resources are more abundant. Trade routes continue to generate income when caravans travel. Incidents are less likely to occur and spread. 2 additional decrees can be issued, and their cost is reduced. Cultural buildings give more satisfaction. And priests dedicate their lives to others. The population regularly makes offerings of random resources. Constantly free money does sound nice. But so does my buildings that are built just being better. I think I'll go with philosopher. Ah, we can name things. So, Blobopolis? Sure. My name? Blobber. Beware the... And then we can make our escutcheon. No, I like the plain one. That'll do. Do I want it to be golden? Yes. And is there one that's like better for knowledge? Can be doggo. Unicorn. An amphora. Swords. Ooh, that's very Caesar. A boat. A scroll. Wheat. A crown. Batman? That kind of looks like someone put their kid's drawing in here, but hey. One of these things is definitely not like the others. Yeah, especially the little face on the bat. Or just plain old nothing. No, we'll stick with the lyre. Oh god, and there's so much more customization. How do I get back to 0? I would love a reset button here. Because now I'm going to be forever plagued by the fact that, it's slightly off-center. Sure, whatever. Okay. The town center can be placed anywhere on the map. Can't you just click the number to type? No idea. I saw a slider, so I tried sliding the slider. The bat wouldn't look as bad off-center. It wouldn't. The town center can be placed anywhere. Riverside, roadside, marshy plot, forest edge, mountainside, seafront, rocky plain, or the river estuary. You gonna tell me which one is which? Would be nice if it told me which ones is which. Well, seafront. Let's go. Oh, it's actually zoom to this location, not actually build it there. Okay, so do we want to build on the plains next to the river, which would presumably be good for farming? In the big empty rocky plain, the seafront with mountainous, well, hilly forests nearby. Mountainside, which is right button. Oh, right mouse is. You think they would have taught us that in the tutorial a bit more, but forest edge, right next to big forest. Marshy plot, which is quite similar to, what was it? River estuary? Yeah, it's just the other side of the river estuary. Although it actually has a mountain next to it, which I kind of like more than this one where the mountain is a bit further away. And where it actually wants us to do is roadside or riverside. Yeah. Let's go with the most recommended one. So it wants us to build somewhere here. I would like this to just kiss the edge of the road and the edge of that. The start of antiquity. Age ends in 1,250 cycles. Your family has made this fertile and welcoming land its own. Free to decide your destiny, this is the beginning of your dynasty. Starting with a single camp, you'll have to develop an autonomous city that harvests its own resources, boasts a flourishing economy, and attracts other citizens to survive the ages. The goal, to make this future city one of the most important in the world. But be warned, time is running out. Pause. Okay, what do we got? No gain or loss of this. Why? Because we're waiting for people to move? Presumably, yes. Do we have... Ooh, there's all sorts of extra tabs. The Reserve. Politics. Factions. Trade routes. Urban planning rules. Know-how. Command post. And then the two that we were taught. This building is already unlocked. Fair enough. And we have to earn our cabin? No, I can get my cabin for free. Can I get anything else for free? Already unlocked. Already unlocked. Already unlocked. So maybe that was just telling me there are new buildings there that I could potentially do. I mean, this big open space seems too far from the constructible zone. This is potentially true. Then... there. Cutting camp. Where there are many trees. And can we do the small quarry? Ah, so if you put it near here, it will do sand. And if I put it near the mountain, it will do stone. But nowhere seems to do all of them. Or, oh no, we can get a little bit of stone along with our... What's giving the stone there? Ooh, look at that. Stone and sand. Can I get any of it from... No, I need to extend my thing first. Oh well. Do I want to then? Or do I want to build my range extender? I don't know. Let's let time start to pass. No. Six. It's weird that we have more workers at the moment than inhabitants. I have available blueprints and I have gold coins. Does that mean I can actually go buy some more? Yes, but I don't have enough medium farm for you. So what do I want next? It's unclear. I probably want to save up enough to do the upgrado thingy here. So then I will absolutely need stone. In which case, maybe I can live with this being over here. There. Yes, work stone. Okay, you're automatically generating farms. You are yoinking wood. Speed up and wait for our ability to upgrade the town center thingy. It's like 3 more cycles. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Why can't I do that? Why are you blocked out? It should indicate why this is blocked out. The village is gradually becoming independent. New families are settling in, but we're going to have to get organised to prevent the central square from becoming a place of chaos. Improving the town centre would make it official and respected. Get prerequisites to upgrade the city centre. Upgrade to 2. Oh, I just need to wait until we have 90 people. Fair enough. Speed up then. 60, 70, 72, 75, 77, 80, 85, 90. Improved ancient camp. Several cycles have passed, and you now have enough citizens and resources in your warehouse to improve your town centre. The upgrade will give you access to a larger building area. Slow down. You, here, upgrade, do, unpause. Speed up until that's done. Chapter 1 Rewards. You now have access to cultural buildings, ceramic workshop, arena, a scapulum? Asculapium. A place where charlatans and saviors sometimes mingle. Under the benevolent gaze of the gods, the luckiest patients are healed. An Agog Center. It is a rigorous Spartan education. I don't think it's quite that in that we aren't individually microing people in buildings, Salah. It seems a fair bit different from that. But also singing, martial arts, and rhetoric. Separated from their families and driven to extreme competition, violence is encouraged. No, thank you. Legionnaires join forces with merchants to construct cobblestone roads that will ensure a certain road stability and provide many more advantages. It is a symbol of a prosperous and dynamic modern city. Or the Forum is a public square where citizens gather to deal with commercial, political, economic, judicious, or religion matters. And finally, the Arena. The arena is a small building. It's surrounded by tiered seating and is the setting for gladiatorial shows and wild animal hunts. Larger arenas might be used for naval battles, but this is not one of them. So this gives safety, satisfaction, creativity, health. I'm supposed to do this one based on what we said we were going to focus on. But I like the sound of that one more. Your city is going... I told you to only go normal speed again. The city is going through cycles, and the citizens have organized themselves into various districts, each with its own objectives: food production, wood production, building creation, and maintenance. Everyone seems content with the current structure. We next need 300 people. We aren't consuming more food than we produce. As your town expands, cycle after cycle, inhabitants begin to group together, and the first districts are formed. From now on, you'll be asked to erect cultural buildings representing the city's various specializations. Some of these buildings may be just the thing to satisfy the population. The first step is to find out which buildings to build and why. So it wants us to go here. We also have a new one of these. We can build the architectural office. This unlocks the rate at which we unlock more buildings. So I'm going to get distracted from doing what I'm supposed to do and go do that. Okay, and then... ceramic workshop. Arena. So here we go. 175 and then 25 of whatever you want. 75 of that and then 25 of whatever you want. The orange roofs call to me, even though I said I wanted this one. No, I wanted this one? Yeah, this one. The roads one. I want that one. But I need to wait for us to have one more worker. Done. And then what secondary thing do I want it to produce? I mean, I like creativity, given that we said we were going to be smart people. Okay. Produce culture 2. Your advisors seem to approve of your choice. The first building you've unlocked will bring great relief to the population. It's not cheap to build, and a few towns can afford to spend so much. So where can you build your first building? Optional. An attractive land. New residents will prefer to live in attractive locations, with nearby centres of interest. While some environments will repel them, others will charm them. View the attraction filter. People only like the town centre at the moment. How much is the game? I have no idea, it's render. I can't help you there. I was given a free copy. You have now got access to service buildings, Herarium and Macellum. The Herarium is the management one that we already seen, the warehouse, and the Macellum allows trade routes to be opened into other towns in order to buy, sell, and trade resources. Stop auto-speeding up to full speed game. I'm getting annoyed at that. Decorative? Statue of the Founders. But I don't have sand or clay. And I need to wait for more wood, sure. Now I need to wait for more resources. 25 pounds and or dollars. You have no idea about your specific local currency. I mean, jump on over to the Steam and have a look. Yeah. It'll tell ya. Boop. There you go. There's a link. Now, this thing. You gonna tell me what you actually do in more detail? No. Oh, we already have one. So it was just waiting for it to build. Let's look at the change in this then. Now this area is super attractive because it's between these two things. Possibly these three things? Yeah, it looks like these three things. We need a statue of me in the city square. On your knees. Remember me. Shaping districts. Construction completed. Many citizens would like to live in the ancient adjacent districts, as this building produces a certain cultural input. This allows residents to be more unified under specific codes and values. The more shared values, the more peaceful your reign, unless a rich diversity of buildings brings more benefits. Question mark? Create 4 cultural districts, regardless of culture. Okay, so we've got... Presumably if we wait, this is going to become... commercified? And therefore we could do all the other kinds of one as well. I've got the available points. I don't see why not. Ceramic workshop. The religious one. The education one. And the military one. And it wants us to do these, but I'm going to live without those for the moment. Well, actually, I've still got 500 points. If I can afford them, we should probably buy one. Nope, they are both too expensive. So we're going to need to wait. We can have an arena. Where do I want the arena? There? So last time we did... Belonging will go then. Yeah. So we've got... you and you. I still need these three. But we need to wait for more wood. Oh, they cost different amounts. This one specifically costs a whole bunch of extra stone relative to the others. And this one is also very big. Sure, I'll be there, why not? We already did you. I don't know that we've done esteem. Shield, hand... idea, health, yeah. So unpause, let this one exist. Steam is dying for you. I see 0 lost frames on my side, Shoes, so probably a your side thing. I would expect. You now have access to production buildings, carver and carpentry. Sculptors are very much in demand. In big cities, his main task is to create rubble, but may occasionally create decorative sculptures for wealthier citizens. Converts stone to rubble. And the little pop-up window isn't the correct size here. Every 5 cycles, the building does not need to be built close to harvesting buildings, or carpentry. The carpenter is essential for important production buildings in the daily life of your citizens. It allows the production of wooden beams. It converts wood to beams. The building does not need to be built close to the harvesting things. Okay. Approve factions. From one end of the country to the other. The name of your town is on everyone's lips. It seems that everyone can find a home here, and some say that the residents are so happy that the gods are jealous. These rumors, whether well-founded or not, attract political groups from neighboring countries. Manually accept a faction. Okay, this thing. The Wine Growers Guild. They will provide culture and, in theory, money and cultural influence. They like Trajan Forums and Officia Panicula. Sure. We've gained the Agalum Workshop that makes statues bearing the effigy of gods and goddesses. People may buy these and offer these goods in the various temples to attract the favor of deities. A statio. It provides a town watch and is used for firefighting. That sounds useful, seeing as we saw there were fires before. The Schooler. The Schooler is an educational establishment that seeks to study and understand humankind and the concept of freedom. Rather than being a social obligation, taking part in philosophical debates is seen as a leisure activity. The Proletarian It sells foodstuffs and wonderful fabrics. And the Haliea? It's where you hold public trials. Sure. Trade with the outside world. Many cities are beginning to spread across the continent. Their influence is growing, and it would be a good idea to open trade routes with them. Unlock the Macellum, build the Macellum, open a trade route, sell or buy a resource. Well, I don't have it here, so it wants us to unlock it. It's very expensive, but I guess okay. It costs clay, and we do not have clay. How do I get clay, then? And the other thing is upgrade the city to level 3. Wood, stone, and wooden beams. Well, we were told that there was a wooden beamo machino thing. Production. Carpentry here. But we are too blueprint poor. Okay, so I need to wait for a little more time. Why not? Meanwhile, we can look at this. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's like dismiss pop-up. Woo, we've got enough blueprint power that we can go grab that carpenter. Now, I know they said it doesn't need to be near here. But I still think it's sensible to not put it too far away. And then how am I going to get access to clay? A little bit of time and that will exist. How much do we need for it? 50. Yeah, it's not going to take that long. And the other optional thing is fortify the city. The councillors have drawn your attention to the city defences. Imposing walls could reassure the citizens living within the walls and impress surrounding cities. I'm not sold on building walls. Let's say no. Okay, and the other thing was I was meant to build... What was it? Well, it was something. Are there other cities? I haven't seen any yet. I think it just means that, like, you can nominally trade with other cities using the cart road. Like, the road has carts that come in from other cities, in air quotes. I don't think it's like the other locations on the map suddenly have cities. Yeah, it all seems still empty. Where the hell is clay? Aha! So clay could be there, or there. Or further along the coast. We've already got a decent supply of stone, and if we need to, we can go more over there. I'm inclined to come this way then, which also gives us access to more forests. Howdy, Hailstorm. Oh god, it doesn't reach far enough. So do we build this way? Or do we build that way? This one is closer. Nevertheless, I think this is the more sensible. On the other hand, I should do it after this has been upgraded, I think? Yeah. Because our base area is going to increase. The other question is, does it need to be adjacent? Yes, it does need to be, it does need to be at least kissing the existing zone. Ancient City Centre improvement. You can now upgrade your city centre, yes. And the Wine Guild wants something. What do they want? Trust gauge. It's unclear. Oh, no, I said yes. I said I'm okay with you. The faction Collegian Nemolatorium wants to join your city. Sure. So now we have 2. It gives us access to the Officiana Pecuniana. They hate mass graves. I'm not sure anyone likes mass graves. I can certainly support their anti-mass grave policy. Not so sure about their anti-brewery policy. Let's upgradificate you. We've finally reached a size where our basic level farm is not good enough. We need to unlock the next level of farm. So... would I rather... grab you... I'm going to say yes. Rather than going wide, I'm going to go tall. And then we'll spend some wood to make you stronger. You now have access to production buildings, tilery, brickwork, Agrasterian, a bustling economic centre not just for the district but the entire town. Citizens come to practice their crafts and sell the fruits of their labour. It needs bricks, planks, clay, something else. We've got Castrum, a fortified square where soldiers live. Necropolis, it provides a funerary space and prevents disease. A theatrum. Emporium. The theatrum is demonstrates your architecture, lets people watch theatre, and people wear costumes and masks. Trade with the outside world thing. And a political thing. Sure. Meanwhile, have you gained us the ability to... trade with the outside world thingy? No. Unlock them. So we can't build this until we've got our... pause. Until we have our clay. And I'm trying to get our clay, but we can't reach clay at the moment. We'd need 900 people for the next level. And it only increases our radius by 50, which doesn't seem like very much. And the next one needs tiles and beams. Tiles. Can I have more than one of the architecture school things? No, you're only allowed one. Can I level it up? Yes. It needs wood and rubble. I think you can link the Surveyor's Cabin together to reach further resources. Maybe. It looked like... Okay, there is a limit that we can have, though. 6. So I'd have to go like 1, 2 to get over to the clay. Thank you. Do I want to do that, or do I want to increase this? And work out how we make rubbles. Rubbles was... We were told what rubbles was, but I've already forgotten. Tilery, carpentry... This thing? Carver. Stone to rubbles. You. Sure. Senatus. Oh, look at all these extra things. So many things. Carver. Put our 2 things that are necessary for building all our buildings next to each other. Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble. Unpause. Food is increasing again. The next tier of this is a bit expensive. Threat of Macedonia. An emissary brings you a letter from the King of Macedonia, who wishes to conquer territory in order to gain access to the Aegean Seas. He plans to lay siege to Amphipolis and the neighboring Greek cities and sees you as an ally. You have the necessary soldiers, ? And the Greek cities have coveted resources, but weakening the cities in order to exploit them could be harmful in the long term. You could also seek political and religious support to moderate the king's ambition. Help him kill them. But I don't want this. How do I pick the others? How do I pick the others? The choice is yours, and then you have no choice. I'm just forced to help him. But I don't want to? Guess I have to. I really do wish it stopped automatically going up to high speed. But thou must, yeah. Okay, now we have rubbles being produced. Sure. And what did we need those for? Was it the next level of you? I can, in theory, store enough of these. And enough of you. I don't yet produce tiles. You are what I want the most, though. It kind of feels like a second wood thing would be sensible. So maybe if we can make a wood thing over on this edge? Yeah. Well, can we make it even more exactly on the edge? There. I don't need another stone one. And arguably we may need a brick one. Converts sand to tiles, but we don't know about sand yet. Converts clay to bricks, but we don't have clay yet. So that seems unuseful. Upgrade our rate of earning more buildings. And then once our wood recovers, we're able to do this. I could also build another wood thing over here, and possibly there. Sure. Triple down on our wood production. It's because the game detects that you have not enough resources to pick the others, but it would be unlocked on the next update because it's frustrating. Okay. So, currently doesn't quite work in a pleasant for the player way, sadly. Speed up till we have 200 wood. Woo. Upgrade you. Then I'm interested in the warehouse thing. Which is you. But I don't have the points yet. Fair enough. Which is why we're upgrading our points production. The souk vendors of Palmyra. More culture points. They like the garrison of knights and the officinia peculiar. It doesn't seem like they dislike anything. So I don't see why we wouldn't accept them. And then I want to get over to this clay. Because we need clay for tiles, and tiles are needed for the next thing. Sure. So follow the wood line until you hit the marsh. And then speed up. The threat of Macedonia. Alexander the Great informs you that your ally, his father, lost an eye at the battle. He's allied himself with the Chalcidian League and conquered various places, establishing a promising naval base. The Greek cities are no longer a threat. In recognition of your help, he offers you the plans for a building to maintain order, sealing a lasting alliance with Macedonia's ruling family. We unlock the Tulanium. It's a prison. He's given us a slave prison. Great. Maybe we'll find out more about them once we find out about their love of mass graves. Oh, you can upgrade these. But it doesn't upgrade them very much. That feels a bit weak. Anyway, you exist now. Can I build clay on the edge of you? Yes, but not as much as I might like. So I'm willing to invest one more of these things in expanding my range even slightly more. Must be outside the swamp. Okay, I wasn't allowed to build anything here, so maybe I blow that up, but... that looks like about as good as it's gonna get. Please make clay. Can you make both? No. Can I blow you up because I shouldn't have built you? And then I wanted the sand one that was both sand and rocks over here. Can we build that within the range of our existing city now? Yes. Yes. If we spin it appropriately. Done. Can I tell you to make both? Ah, I can only make one. So you can't make mixed resources. Sadly. Okay, so now we make clay. Check. And sand. We need tiles and potentially precious stones. Oh god, that needs huge amounts of stuff. It won't be too long until the clay meets that. And the sand. Wood is hitting the cap. Okay, you. I think putting you right next to the road makes the most sense. There, looks really pretty. We need more safety. And these two we both need. So we need esteem and creativity. We'll go with esteem. I have enough blueprint points for the storage. So let's grab that. And I need to wait for clay again. But not too long. There we go. And I think it makes sense to have the storage next to the intercity trading thing. Now we need creativity. And I guess we'll do belonging. The followers of Isis. Amunhotep has crossed many landscapes to settle in your land. His faction, the followers of Isis, come to share the teachings of their goddess and assert that she can protect life after death. Their initiations and rituals can be observed by all your citizens. They like statues of Zeus, even though they worship Isis. But they don't seem to dislike anything, so I don't see why not. And now that we have you, can we open a trade route? Yes. With Permagnum for gold. With Burgidgala for gold. With Aquilium for gold. How do we do this? It costs us 20 of these. Passive income of 5. Okay, well, I've got tons of these points, so why not open more? Passive income of 3. And now buy or sell a resource. Could I have some precious stones? No, they only sell the basic crap. And in fact, Permagnum has almost nothing. I guess I could buy a couple of these. Is this buying per cycle or buying an absolute number? Well, let's test. Let's buy 20. And it will spend 400 of our 500 coins. Okay, so let's buy an absolute number. Officialize your city. Just can't get enough Zeus. Your city boasts towering structures, cohesive political groups, and shared ideals, and a good return on bread and games. But it's still lacking something. To cement your place among the world's greatest cities, you'll need a building of such political power it leaves the entire country envious. Unlock the Senatus. Build the Senatus. Okay, now that our storage is bigger, everything can store more, which is nice. Senatus, you say? Let's go. We need a fair bit more sand and a modest bit more clay. How is food production going? We are hitting our current cap. We've just started to go negative, so I probably turn this plane into some more food. Sure. Time to go a little bit wider rather than further densifying the effectiveness of that. For these, we were meant to invest some of these for no obvious reason. I guess for the moment we do 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10? Can I invest negatives? No. Okay, you'll start generating more food, fixing our food problem. Beautiful. And the thing I wanted was the Senatus thing. Where will we put the Senate? An ocean view for our senators. And then we need, we're very happy on this. We need some more defense. And we need these two. So we'll do safety and creativity. And I've still got tons of points. So what else can we unlock? We've got all these. We can make an Amalga workshop. Make statues of the gods. Makes tradey stuff? Sure. And if we're trade man, maybe we make lots of production buildings. But now we're poor. At least poor on more building points. I like the idea of the ceramic workshop near the, near where the sand is made. Unfortunately, that's too dense forest. Well, it can be right next to there. And then we still need more steam. Because this one was going to be doing creativity. And then I need to make these two. And possibly the officer... Oh, that was the slave thing. No, I don't want the slave... Was it this one? One of these was the slave thing. Pause. Bona Dia. A female brotherhood that pray to the goddess of fertility and war. They like statue of Zeus. Sure, why not? New senators. Elections are being held and new senators are sitting in the Senate. They were chosen by the population from the various factions based in the districts. And we did that one. I agree with that. Sure. Can I dismiss one specifically? Yes. And now what does this do? Okay, so most people are this faction. No, how can these percents don't add up to 100%, which is confusing. In fact, it seems to add up to somewhere like 150%. Available decrees. Lay down your arms. Conflicts between neighborhoods are never easy to resolve. A defined peace in the short term would be the first step towards a calmer city. Suspends the effects of military faction tensions. Paradox math? Yeah. Curfew. Increases the safety satisfaction of every 4 cycles, but it costs money. No? Oh, they all cost money. Then I don't know that I like any of these. No. I understand. But it wants us to vote on one decree. Alright. We have to. But thou must. Then, Softening up the competition? Ah, this is telling us which factions would vote for what things. So the religious faction likes love thy neighborhood and go to church on Sundays. All of the wealth factions like the wealthy things. And then no one likes progress? Oh no, this is working. The bourgeoisie don't like basic workers. Too real, game. So. I guess no tension from these people? For 5 gold a cycle. Make it last for forever? Costs a lot of money. Can I make it really short just so that I technically complete the mission without... Did we not just do this? Oh, it's going to happen in maybe 26 cycles? Now 25? No? Here we go. People have voted. Everyone basically agreed. Except the same faction was... Maybe this was one of the other sub-factions, but it doesn't matter. The majority of people voted yes. Now that you have access to all the wonders of the age, the Circus Maximus, the Great Library of Alexandria, the Great Statue of Zeus, and the Trajan Forums, you'll have to choose between one of the family wonders. Do we make the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus or the Sassi di Materia? Well, we nominally said we were going to be the smart people, so the library makes sense to me. And then I feel like that's too close to being a grave, so we'll go with the other one. Library of Alexandria and Sassi di Matera. Maybe. If I was the library, where would I be? Maybe I have to research it? Not as far as I can tell. No, as far as I can tell, yes. Library of Alexandria. 2,000. We're not rich enough. And it would cost... nothing? It just costs time. Sure. Okay, then we'll let some time pass. How many did it cost? 2,300. guess they could live over by the clay thingy for the sake of nominal harmoniousness. Mic is too low. Really? Give me a sec. It's decided to be stupid suddenly. Ye old, plug it back in and out again. And it becomes happy. Alright. Now. What was it? It was Tyler and brickwork thing. Shoop. Must not be built on buildings. Well, what is this building? Discovery of a ruin. Your inhabitants are excited. Some of them have unearthed artifacts and fragments of buildings buried deep underground. Columns are emerging from the ground and faded frescoes. Demolish or repair? I would like to repair you. It will cost a lot of clay. And a modest amount of sand. I have the patience. Yeah. Yeah, we need to wait a little bit more for some sand. Or we could start trying to sell stuff, right? We produce tons of extra wood. Could I sell my spare wood? They will buy clay and bricks. They will. Here we go. So I will sell 1,000. This city cannot buy that many. How many can you buy? 500? 400? 300? Please do. You can only send one caravan at a time. And then I could buy from them some sand to make up for my slow production. $200? Sure. Okay, and then that means I can do this more quickly. I don't have to wait. Repair. We need more belonging and more safety. And we said we were nominally going to be the creative people, so we'll do that there. And then I wanted what? A tiler and a thingamajiggy. Brick thing. There. So there's tiles, and where is the other one? Did I not buy it? Brickwork. No, I have it. Is it a service? It's not culture, surely. Maybe I need to unpause. Oh yeah, the wood instantly recovers. So far this has been nice and relaxing. I don't know that it's felt like there's any sort of loss condition. So it seems more sim than game, I would say. At least so far. Converts sand to tiles. It generates disgust. People do not like the tilery. And this was a statio. Okay, so it's forced us to build an accidental defense building. Ah, there's the brickwork. Excellent. And then we can have our own brick production as well. Which should mean that we will then finally be able to do this. Although we've almost exhausted the existing stone resources. That's worrying. We could set up a new one over there, maybe. No, you're already doing sand. I mean, maybe just one slightly further around or around that way? I doubt that one's going to touch anything. Well, it touches 600. It's not 0. Yeah, you know what? Do it. Convert some logs, some wood into some more stone. Especially because this one's about to run out. Ooh. And the increase from that is not very much. 17 to 20 is not a big gain. Oh, can I turn you off? It's producing them even though I don't... Yes. So we've been wasting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of stone trying to produce more rubble when I don't need any rubble at the moment. So that feels like something that it could automatedly not do for you. And the same for the, where's the log man? Here. And that means I don't need to chop down the wood either. Can we do this all automatically from inside you? This definitely should change icon when you're paused or not. Right? I can see that it's changing the icon over here. But I can't tell whether I've paused it or unpaused it in this menu. And that's very awkward. And yet it works for some of them. It works for this. Why doesn't it work for you? How strange. Maybe because I've turned it off at this level? No. Cutting camp. Yeah. No idea. Some of them don't quite work. Oh well. We do still need sand, so you may stay. I do still need clay, so you may stay. These are paused. You're paused, you're paused. I think that's all good. Improved Ancient City Center. You're now big enough to upgrade this. Do. Then we watch our area of influence get bigger. It's not that much bigger. But it is noticeable that this used to be on the edge and now it's entirely inside the building. Like entirely inside the circle. Friction has arisen between different groups of citizens. The Wine Growers Guild and the followers of the ISIS factions are now under... It's hard to read tension there. And negative impacts are to be expected. Okay. Would have thought my people should be happy because I'm mostly providing the things they want. You've got one of these, you've got one of these, you've got one of these. You don't have a center of agogness. Sure, have a center of agogness. This is fine. We need more belonging. And then we need this, which is tons of clay. Can we get rid of some more logs for some more clay? And how many was it? It was 300 last time that we could sell. But you don't actually have clay. You have clay, but I should have done it at the same time as my logs because I'm an idiot. Fair enough. At least that gives us an excuse to turn our cutting camps back on. Start It's upcycling wood again. And you. And you. Yes. Ooh. The merchants of the port of Tyre. They like the Residentia Porticulus and the Emporium. Both of these seem fine. And what was you? Factions installed. Yeah, we did that. I understand. This needs tons of clay. That feels awkward. That feels less awkward. It's a coin mint. Coins are crucial and lay the foundation of the city's economy. Tons of bloody clay. Maybe I need more raw clay production. Could I stretch my self over to here? Maybe. Let's unpause. And then one more of you. Where is the clay technically? Yes, so here is fine. And then we want a clay thing. Ah, but I have to wait for it to... Sure. Hailworm. Welcome, welcome. G'day, g'day. Repause. I want... small quarry. Yes. Make. Clay. Do. A surprising land. Some citizens came to wake you this morning. It seems the ancient ruins have been discovered on the edge of your city again. This time over here. They want even more clay. Always with the clay. I don't mind actually having one of each of the quarries here. One for the sand and one for the clay. This is about to run out. And yet not. Does it never go down to 0? This one's gone down to a... Yeah. It looks like it never goes down to 0, which is... We were told that they were exhaustible, but maybe they haven't implemented that yet? In any case, we've saved up enough blueprint power that we can go get the library. And let's see how hard it is to build the Library of Alexandrina. Where will we put you? The only place that really fits it is... Oh! It adds space! Oh, well then. Then the most sensible place to put it is like over here. Although I don't like thematically putting it next to the farms. Putting it next to the farms feels weird. Sensible is overrated. I want a pretty city. I don't just want an efficient city. This feels like the best place for space, or maybe here. Maybe our city can grow along the mountainside here. We'll fill this in with, beg pardon, people. Okay, that's going to take 200 cycles. That's not too bad. Can we trade away some more wood again? Yes, please do. I would like to sell 300 more. This needs yet more clay. Always bloody clay at the moment. Food is fine, wood is fine, beams are fine, stone is almost approaching cap, rubble is fine, clay is slowly increasing, bricks are getting towards cap, sand is about half full, and so are tiles. A surprising land. Oh. Okay, this has finally run out. Here we go. So blow you up. And there are no resources to harvest. So we demolish it. Three. Come on, a bit quicker, please. 2, 1, 0. You can see where its footprint used to be. And it slowly returns to nature. Aside from the fact that it was flattened. Sure. The Cult of Celebi. How mechanics heavy is it? So far it's build up your resources, spend the resources to build buildings that make these things. So far it's like gauge balancing. You have all sorts of gauges that you have to be balancing the production of. I mean, these guys seem fine. Why not? More ruins? Why not? Okay, let's... No, this is still happening. Boo. Boo! Then it might be time to pause our log wood production again, sorry. Because else this is going to cap. Yeah. Pause. 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 Let's work through our stockpile for a bit. Speed up. Clay is still being the problem, so maybe we massively increase our clay production. Can I do even more? Triple our clay production. We build another one over here as well. Yes, but there isn't actually much clay left here now. We've almost eaten all of this clay. Well then, where's the next clay area? Over here. I don't think we're going to be reaching there. There is more clay this way. Okay, I would like to buy 500 clay. And I will sell you the 300 logs that I'm allowed to. This spends almost all my money. We accept that. We can turn on our cutting camps again. We can build our extra quarry in the newly expanded... No, it's too forested. Okay, then let's chop down these forests so that I can access the clay. And now that we bought all that clay, I should be able to afford the things that I couldn't before. All of everyone's needs are being seen to. We have you, we have you, we have you, we have you. We don't have whatever this is. I said we kind of wanted to build out the space between these two things, so... Good. This is the next one. But I need to wait for there to be 15 people. Workers. Oh, crash. It's you can't see it, but it's got a little crash. I'm making a crash report. Close. Restart. Hope that it auto-saved. Hope and hope and hope that it auto-saved. Continue. Thank you for your crash report. Yeah, it's been nice and relaxing, Booney. It has been a nice, relaxing game. There was one point in the tutorial where I didn't understand what to do. That was a bit frustrating, but other than that, it has been nice. I've certainly seen a lot of games come into early access a lot less usable and a lot less well tutorialized. Okay, so we had built this, but the little building here didn't exist. So it was not you, not you, not you, not you. It's this thing. And I haven't done the trade for all of the clay. So we say sell 300 of this. Yeah, no, I'm not allowed to sell that many. Sell 300. Buy. Let's be a bit more sane this time. Last time we bought a bit much. Maybe 300. Okay, and that means we could turn these on. We were going to build another one over here to clean space so that we could, later on make another clay harvester. Because currently the trees are in the way. But I needed the expansion thing here. And we wanted whatever this was. More belonging, why not? Wait for this, and then it was the log chop. Go. Which is only going to exacerbate my we make too much wood problem, but whatever. I don't see them, so please go away. I can't store that many rubbles. So I guess I could build another storage? No, I'm not allowed. I'm at 1 of 1 storages. So the way to do that would have more rubble producers, because each one will add... Where was it? Rubble. For each rubble producer, we get 50 extra. And I would need 3 to be able to go up to the next level of this. That seems a bit much, but okay. Do I have everything else? I can have the tiles soon. Or maybe there's another way? Maybe. Not that I know yet, though. There might be another building that I don't know. Or we could maybe expand the size of the existing building and it might increase its abilities. Yes, it stores 10 whole more. What about you? No, there's no leveling up the storage. Or at least not from there. What if we try it from here? No, there's no thing for there. It doesn't feel like leveling up them 10 at a time is a sensible way there. Cutting camp with warehouse. Cutting camp with food. I mean, with warehouse sounds nice. Produce resource stock plus 187. This sounds tempting if it's every single thing. Quarry radius. Ooh, precious stones. Unobtrusive. Presumably it doesn't have a don't build next to me penalty. Even though it doesn't say what it does there. But good gosh, the malice. The malice. 400, 2,000, 2,500. The thing I was after was the brick. No, it wasn't. It was you, the carver. How many points do I have? 2,900. So unless I really want to go do all these education-y ones, which I kind of would like. We decided we didn't like this because it didn't feel like it added enough size. Also, this seems to not match this. 50 and 115. Shouldn't these numbers be the same? Well, I'm going to spend it on more edumacation. What else is there? There's an Emporium and a Palletian. which can become a salt port. But let's build the 2 new education ones. A school. We need... Actually, we need esteem. And what was the other one? I thought I unlocked 2. Did I not? Theatre. Maybe I need to say... Yeah. I need to subset. Otherwise it no longer shows in this list. So that this list doesn't become infinitely long. Which is fine. And this says, wait for more workers. Ooh. Spartans at the gates of your city. They want to join. I don't see why not. Could I just turn off the unnecessary extra buildings to generate the workers I need for this? Maybe. Can I make that fit there neatly? That is awful tempting. And then what do we need? We need safety or belonging. Go. Just like in real life. You say you no longer have clay, so we blow you up. Can I turn off these things that were providing unnecessary excess stuff to get more people back? Yes. I would need tons more stone. You were doing stone, but you're running out. And I could make one here that does stone. It's not a lot of extra stone. I suppose 1,000 is nothing to sneeze at. Sure. And I could turn off the, this guy. And for the moment, you as well. And the tiling man for the moment. And the brick man. Because all of those are full. Which gives us 100 extra workers to work with. What's this? Resources are running out. Oh, that was trying to tell us about this that we already got rid of, sure. No. New senators. Sure. Theatre does look quite fancy. Our food production is no longer adequate, so I need to boost you up to level 2 farm. So that you get more efficiency. Or more output. I could totally build another stone thing. That looks good. Help make that get bigger quicker. And then this was the slave thing, wasn't it? I guess that makes sense to have near the Colosseum. We actually need more safety, which this does. And esteem is borderline. Okay. What else can we afford to build? A Malga workshop? No, I don't like the sound of you. Necropolis, not sold on. Temple? Maybe a little bit of a temple? Stadio Castrum? Prison? No thanks. Public trials? A pillory? The forum seems okay. And I guess I'll do a temple. Still safety. It always seems to be bloody safety. And temple. Which needs stone. But we, like, tripled our stone production, so that should be less of a, less of an issue somewhat soon. We should probably go invest our culture points. Where was the investo thingy? Politics? This thingy. Go invest our spare culture points. Say 160. And we've got a lot of religious points. Say 120. Sure. Why not? Blobber and the Temple of Doom? Maybe. Do I think the icons in the bottom right should have gauges so that you don't have to hover over them? Do I think the icons at the bottom right should have gauges? So one way you could do it is have them be like little fillable things. So when this is like half full... But I think the issue is that I'm over the... Well, this one isn't exactly over the number. But I've been pretty good for most of them. Before they weren't this solid green. But otherwise, yeah, I think that the elegant way of doing it would be having them be little fill-upable, essentially little bar graphs of their own. The icon itself could be a bar graph, rather than having a little separate bar graph next to the thing and make the icon itself the bar graph. The Library of Alexandrina has completed. It's 600 pretty, and it provides infinite amounts of almost everything. You could actually turn on again for a bit. You don't need to. Neither does the brick man. I wouldn't mind a temple. The temple should ideally be on the highest hill, right? But alas, temples are not allowed to be built on hill. That doesn't look like it's on roads. Oh, it's because of this. Well then... There you go. We were 400 over. We're only a little bit over. We're only a little bit over. We're significantly over. We're significantly over. So it needs to be belonging or safety. It already does belonging, so we will do safety. Oh. What are all these things? Why has it got a countdown timer? And hoplites at our gates. Blah, blah, blah. Sure, I will accept you. I don't see a reason not to. A carnival! Your town is celebrating. The streets are alive with laughter and lively music. Construction of the long-awaited Merville is complete, and everyone is letting everyone know it. Congratulations. The hoplites exist, I agree. We've increased our cultural rating, and the wonder has been declared, sure. We have enough blueprint points. We could look at upgrading that as well. But that would need 500 bloody stone. Can we trade away some, Can we trade away some more logs? I would like to sell logs, always. I kind of wish you could set this up to auto trade every time period, rather than having to manually come back and do this. So trade the logs away. And then I would like some stone. I would like 300 stone. Holy, that hurts our coffers, but so be it. Having sold off most of our wood, we can turn back on the wood chop. Yes. And we have so many spare workers, I don't see a reason not to turn on the extra happiness thing here and here. Okay. I wanted you to go up to level 3. I bought rubbles instead of stone because I'm an idiot! Exclamation mark idiot. Yep. Thank you, Pyman. You noticed before me. You may use the idiot command, chat. Definitely not a strong moment for me. Oh well. I do need more workers. We've got the stone for this now, so we will temporarily deactivate those bonus happies so that I can tell people to get better at making plans. I'm not allowed to. You need to unlock the next level of this building in the building tree. Where do you live, friend? Here? Here. Sure. Done. Speed up. 3, 2, 1. What is needed for the next level? 750. And 270 people. And resources that we've never seen before. Gold leaves and steel. Can I buy those resources? Not as far as I can tell. That number has diminished enough that we could actually justify turning you on for a little bit. You cannot be. Neither can you. Okay, we'll try with the Emporium once we have enough blueprints. So speed up until we have enough blueprints. Slow back down. Check that food is still going up. Yes, it is. And I said I wanted Emporium. It looks like it produces a lot of things, and it's upgradable, question mark? Must be built with coastal adjacency. I can understand that. But it's too far. I need more wooden beams. Well, we've discovered that we can cheat on storage by buying things. So what if I just buy my way to success here by buying 50 wooden beams? Well, let's do a bit more. Let's buy 80 just to be on the safe side. And I could happily sell you all of the bricks. Why not? I don't know, 100. That would let me turn back the bricks on. That has let me cheat the amount of stored beams. And then as soon as the bricks recover, which is only going to be like a little bit longer. So what other city builder is this most aping? Frostpunk? I wouldn't say that this feels like Frostpunk to me. Definitely not with all the political faction-y stuff. I don't know, Fishlips. It's not Anno-y. Is it Roman or Greek? It's... At the moment, we're in the, like, Roman-esque time period, Baron, but it goes through time period phases. And we're not too far from the end of the time period. If I moved myself... I'll move myself out the way. Underneath where I am... there is the, how far we are to the next ageometer. Which I probably should leave myself out of the way of that for the moment. Lulach the Scotsman has been appointed head of the Stoic faction. His group has always advocated virtue, wisdom, and emotional detachment as the path to happiness. They advocate for self-mastery and acceptance of circumstance. Why not? If we're Romanesque, can Gothic be far behind? We'll see. Being a Stoic is the only way to live in Scotland. We need to wait for slightly more people to live here, but I've got enough spare people again that I could turn on the extra happiness buildings, which will increase the rate at which people move in. Where is this? You've run out of mineable stone. Fair enough. Speaking of, the others are overflowing, so I should turn off you. The same with the logs again. In fact, so many things are overflowing. We should turn off so many things. We should turn off the wood chop. We need to turn off wood, clay, sand. Wood. I do wish that this worked 100% of the time. Wood. looks fine. Clay. Sand. Good. We now have a slight deficit of food. Can I go up to the next tier of food efficiency? No, because it would need gold. Well, that would have been nice to know before unlocking it. I don't think there's much else to do but wait then. Wait for more people to officially move in so this hits 2k. There we go. And then we do need some more stuff. Creativity's on the borderline. Esteem is actually under-reached, and so is belonging. So we need a belonging and an esteem building. Preferably one that costs less than 800. I don't want an Acropolis. We could... Actually, I should do that. Expand... Well, we'll wait for this to finish expanding size, because that might let us do the Emporium. So wait for these 7 cycles. 5, 4, 3. Also, that means we can turn on a whole bunch of things again, because this ate a whole bunch of resources. So wooden beams can be on. Check. The tiler can be on. Check. The brickworks can be on. Check. The cutting camp still doesn't really need to be on, though. This has upgraded our range. Does this mean we can build the Emporium on the edge of here? I don't know because I need 28 bricks. Well, we wait 5 cycles. 1, 2. There we go. No, 1 more, sorry. Okay. Rotate you so that the boats are in the water. It's a sensible objection. No, it's not. It's not coastal enough. Well, I can temporarily use one of these to expand this so that we can have it coastal enough until the city technically expands again. Once the city expands once more, I could move this one away, I think. There we go. And we needed... It automatically does health, but we need belonging and esteem. And then... What else can we do? An amalgam workshop? Why not? which isn't showing because it's a cultural one. Where will we shove you? I wonder if there's a way to delete roads. And it just hasn't told me. Because else, like, when you've built something before and then you delete it, it leaves the roads to that location. Like, at the moment, I would love to be able to get rid of this bit of road so that I could then build things nice and on that grid. We currently need... It already does health. We need belonging and esteem, and maybe even creativity. I'll do esteem. That one. Cycles come and go. You're nearing the end of the cycle. It's telling us that this is getting close. Friction has arisen. I guess you may come. Faction installed. Faction installed. Somewhere is running out of resources, but we killed it. Passage of time. Oh, oh, food. No, no, everyone's going to explode because we ran out of food. There's an emergency. Can we buy some temporary food? Let's do that, for one thing. I will sell you some of our infinitude of clay. And I will buy some food. Thank you, which gives us time to build another farm. Can the farm even go in the middle of the forest? Here seems the most sensible. People are grumpy that there's no food. Please increase the production by building those extra farms. I guess I could buy a little bit more from the other location, maybe? No, they only would let me sell food. What we could do is immediately upgrade this one to increase its efficiency as well as it's increasing its size. There we go. Food problem averted. Now, I don't know how to resolve this. You distrust me. Why? What did I do? I built you a temple. What more do you want? They want a statue of Zeus, I guess. Okay. They want the other kind of wonder. No, that's not happening. Can I just kick you out? Sure, it costs 50 gold. Who cares? Good riddance. Yeah, our library isn't wonderful enough for them. And instead we get some learning people. We could definitely turn back on the wood shop. You. And you. And you. And the sand person. And the wood shop. And the clay. And the clay. And the clay. And the clay and stone. We have more free investing things, so we can go invest our free points. Where is the investo thingy? This? No. Not trade. Not factions. Where is the investo thingy? Where's the investo here we are. You may have 60 of those, 120 of these. Morning, Akaturbo. No, I'd like 20 available. You may have 140 of these. Please, just go away. Go away, so that you stop getting in the way of my actual vision. Oh, wow. Build walls. What does it do? Build walls super far away. And make them extra round? I mean, it only costs wood. And we have tons of wood. Sure, unpause. Oh, I don't see why not. Build some walls. Yes, this wood has run dry, that's fine. Blow you up. Carthaginians, why not? We can turn back off the bricks and the wooden beams and the tiles. Not the carver yet. Another thing is running out of resources. Where? No idea. The Carthaginians join. The Carthaginians and the Collegians are under tension. Why? I mean, you should be happy. You love me. Where's the Carthaginians? They also love me. Get over it. You no longer have stone available, so blow up. An exploited vein is empty. Yeah, that's telling us the same thing. Now we have full... Let's build those walls. So I said I want giga walls. But maybe slightly less rounding. Do. Goodbye all our wood. Factions inside pay more taxes and produce more culture points without consequences. If we burn buildings in a patter, does that make a fire emblem? You want to see more fire emblem? Fire emblem is not... Oh my god, that's a bit stupid. The, the trade port is gonna get walled in. I don't think that's intended. Our wooden wall extends out to sea. Okay, is there anything else? I've got 5k points, we should spend some more. A Paletian? I guess I could live with the two politics things. Politics, politics, Paletian. And this is the trade area, so everything tradey always lives here. God, I hate all those tiny roads. We're at the borderline of health, but that's going to add health. We're technically slightly below safety. We are considerably below belonging. So, belonging. And then what were the other two? They were... culture. This thing is nice and tiny and can fit where that went. Safety. And... this thing needs a whole lot of wood, which doesn't take very long. You have also basically run out, so blow you up. Yeah, the ships are boxed in. At least there's a gate for the carts. Oh yeah, the city has expanded out where I wanted to. Almost where I wanted. One day we'll blow those up and... actually, could I blow you up now? Yeah, I can blow you up now. How long does it take to build, though? Because I might need to build it this very second for it to finish before it... You know what? Just go there. Go. Safety. Creativity. Go. You may join. And we've got all of about 5 more seconds before the time for this time period ends. We could invest the last of our points. This is empty, I accept. That's empty, I accept. Ancestor worship. Spend our points, I can agree to that. This thing. Spend every single point, why not? Hello? It doesn't like numlock? What's going on? Let's try that again. Please? No, something's going wrong where it won't let me type numbers. It insists all the numbers are 0. Save. If we load our save. Can we force it to accept that I'm allowed to type numbers? No, it still doesn't like me typing numbers. Well, I guess I don't invest anything because that particular function is stuffing up. Unlock any more blueprints that we would like before the next zone, before the next time. What if we can do upgraded cutting camps so that next time we can have cutting camps with built-in food? Not enough blueprint points. Then I should spend my last blueprint points because we've got like 4 seconds left. This is not useful because of gold. There. Slightly better quarry. Presumably eventually this starts producing gold. Yeah, up here... Well, no, up here it costs gold. Ah, whatever. Let's find out what happens when the age ends. A game restart may solve it? Maybe. I'm not that fussed. I don't... It would have been nice to spend these points before the time ended, but... whatever. That said, if we're having problems and we're about to start the next age, maybe it is wise. So, manual save. Restart. Just so that when we start the next age, it hopefully all goes smoothly. If it lets me invest those points as well, well, no harm. Okay. Are you going to let me invest those points? Still no. It really doesn't like it. So what I would suggest here is maybe have a, like... These feel like they're meant to be clickable buttons for dragging points in and out, and instead they just highlight and do nothing. Anyway. Time for the zone to end. The time period to end. 2. 1. Time period up. Towards a new age. The world is changing, and it is time to change with it. Customs are changing in the region's towns. Clothes are adorned with gems, embroidery and elaborate jewellery. New hairstyles have appeared, and new dishes have been placed on the tables. Religion has changed, and rituals have evolved with it. Laws are more framed, and civic life differs from previous cycles. You may now transition to the Middle Age, but beware the blobber. The buildings will no longer be the same. Politics will change and the demands of your citizens will evolve. The choice you make will be decisive in shaping the future of your town. End of antiquity. And it gives us a timeline of when we build things. I think I'm okay with understanding the things I built. Okay. The Threat of Macedonia, Part 2. Many cycles have passed since your involvement in the battle between the Kingdom of Macedonia and the Greek cities. Alexander the Great once again seeks your help. The Roman legions are on the march, under the command of Lucius Aemilius Paulus. Could we strengthen our friendship by defending the Macedonian city of Pydna to stop Rome's expansion, or join forces with the new empire and with the promise of riches? Defend them, lose the Burdigala trade route, free belonging and esteem, unlock a trade route to Thessaloniki, or betray them. You may choose to present your friendship to Rome, lose the Per Magnum trade route, gain 200 direct gold coins, and unlocks Rome. All trade goes to Rome. Final score indicator. The closer it is to 100, the more likely you are to achieve the capital of capitals. So we got 70 out of 100. Better than a passing mark. Oh my god, you're meant to have built all 5 wonders? That was not what I thought building 1 would make them happy. My bad. And the factions don't trust us enough. That feels like you could game it by only ever accepting one faction and then just never accepting anyone else. I don't know that I like that. This was just me not understanding that I was supposed to build all of them. Whatever. Family interlude. It's been hundreds of years since the family had a notable leader, but that hasn't stopped it from remaining in control of the town. To make the best of it, she thought it best to focus on. Apparently, previous me was female. A strong army. Religious fervor. The knowledge to be passed on. I like that. Additional production plans. Maybe. No, I don't like the sound of politics. Or well-stocked coffers. We said nominally that we were the knowledge builders. Let's be true to our original thing. The passage of time leaves lasting traces of the city's infrastructure. Some buildings became obsolete, others abandoned by their owners for various reasons. But not all historic heritage has been lost. Select up to 6 buildings to keep. The Emporium was fantastic. I like the arena. And then I should do schooling things because I said we're nominally schoolman, right? I don't know that I like the Spartan education system one. We can have our totally not monk Scholia. The theatre is fantastic. It makes sense to have preserved a temple. And then... what else? town square-y sort of thing. The mint? You always need a mint. Or we could have, right next to the temple, the thing that makes ancient temple No, I don't like that. What do I want? The last one is hard. Yeah, I'll go with the ancient town square. Oh, we've already been education man? Close. So now we can be another person? But I'm not allowed to be who I previously was? Or I can double down? Maybe I'm picking a bonus here. Yeah, I am picking a bonus. So, do I want blueprint production? Or the active know-how slots? I don't even know what know-how slots are. Whereas we do know what ruins are, and we do know that blueprints are like the ability to build... Yeah, so I'm going to go with this rather than the unknown. Known thing rather than unknown. And then how do I... Oh no, it's are we doubling down? Okay. Or more natural resources, trade routes generate more money. No, we will double down on this. Start of the Middle Ages. The attrition zone. The new blue-tinted construction zone appears. Called the attrition zone, it brings some disadvantages depending on distance. Extended construction time, increased resource cost, decreased attraction. Okay. The further a building is located in the attrition zone in relation to its generator, the more it gets penalties. It produces less, it improves less quickly, and it doesn't produce as much attraction either. Sure. I get a new city center. Am I meant to continue building here or go somewhere else? Okay, too far from wonder. I meant to stay vaguely here. And now it becomes apparent that what I should have done just before the end of time is built a chain of the, like, deleted the unnecessary range expanders and built a little chain so that I could build my next town center, like, in the middle of over here or something. Chapter 1. Getting a head start. Your citizens sometimes seems worried. The buildings of the past which helped build your civilization and make you one of the most successful cities of your generation are crumbling, broken, and dirty. It would be a good idea to maintain these buildings before it's too late. Get the prerequisites to upgrade City Center to improved medieval City Center. Upgrade to improved thing. Evolving with the times. Cultural buildings are beginning to age. New, bigger, better, more modern buildings are replacing them. But a city cannot survive if it forgets where it came from. Some architects have found the perfect solution. Take the best of old and new and take the best of the old and new buildings to create new ones. Open the building tree to see cultural buildings that can be upgraded. Upgrade a cultural building. Ropery. Make ropes. A dungeon? No. Orphanage? Basically a poorhouse. A university? Oh yes, do want. A guild? And malice, but it doesn't look like there are any... Ah, here we go. We can look at these ones as well. So how do we buy your upgrado? Already unlocked, but maybe this symbol was the upgradable one. So let's... The Emporium is nominally upgradable. Does that mean if I go look at it... Yes. You need to unlock it in the building tree, though. I am surprised that it was not... We don't know what the other thing that lets it evolve is the problem, I think, there. Okay, what about the temple? We don't know either. You? We don't know either. Everything we don't know. The school? Also, we don't know. The only one we know is the Missy Dominici, which is Hellier plus Malice. Well, what's a Malice when it's at home? Is it a new one? Not as... Oh, yeah, it is a new one. Well, maybe we build that and go for the combo thing. What else have we got it telling us about? Carnival, sure. New senators, sure. The 0 and 1 factions are under... I'm sorry. Okay, I think it's saying that these two are causing problems. Yes. And senators again. Okay, so it wants me to get rid of a whole bunch of these. Here we go. Presidium can become a garrison warehouse. But it would cost all sorts of resources. I didn't know that our resources would literally carry over between, There are only 10 factions, the 0 faction and the 1 faction. But surely then that would be there are only 1 faction, Wick. In binary. Anyway. I didn't know these would carry over like this. I might have done a bit more if I had have known that. It looks like you have to buy all of these again. But I have level 3. Already unlocked. Oh, you need to unlock the next level. Fair enough. Well, if I had have known just how far we would be expanding, I might have chosen one of the other starting places like here, where you can then go here. Or here, where you could build across the river. Yeah, I'm definitely down for restarting this with our knowledge that we've gained on attempt 1. Also finding out that these provide perfect... Like, if we had have built all of these, we would have so much production of all of these relative to what we have immediately upon the age start that it seems like a wise idea. But that will be next time, eh? Yeah, that'll be next time. I've had a lovely time with this. Well done, game makers. There's certainly some things to improve that we've talked about, but I'm having a good time and I'm looking forward to playing more of this in the future.